Now, hey, when it comes to politics, Mike Sean be spitting. So sit back, relax, and listen up. Let the intellectual juggernaut do his thing. Get out your number 2 pencil and take notes. His office hours are from 9 to 5. Oh, sorry, I got carried away. Don't boo, vote.
Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to another episode of Speak On It. I am your host, the mouthpiece of the Southeast, the one and only, Mike Sean. Now, today, we have two guys from the same team on our channel. They are going to go head to head in a debate. So, first of all, introduce yourselves. I'll start with you, Reggie Fresh.
Yeah, my name is Reggie, MC Reggie Fresh. I'm a Democrat and a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. How y'all doing today?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother James.
Jay Davis, 215 J.W. Davis. And I'm an Eagles fan, and I'm just a moderate conservative.
Yes. So, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. So, welcome to the debate, everybody. It's going to be a crazy one. There's a lot of podcasts out there, but this is going to be your favorite one. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So, we all know the story. Y'all been going back and forth. James is a Trump supporter. He voted for Trump. And Mr. Reggie Fresh is a liberal, and he did not vote for Trump. So what sparked all this was James's scathing video where he showed his, I wouldn't say love for Trump, but his support for Trump. And that video did some numbers, and Reggie responded. So they've been going back and forth behind the scenes and even on camera. So we just brought them here to hash out all the differences and show that we can be disagreeable without being violently disagreeable. So, Reggie Fresh, I'll start with you. What made you so upset about James's video?
Well, you know, man, I see James, and he's a smart, young, intelligent man, I would think. And I don't understand when I seen his video, you know, like I know you, and I just happened to go through some of your videos, and I seen his. And when I found out that he was a Trump supporter, I said, man, I know that guy. He used to come in the barbershop. And then I thought about it. I shook my head. I said, you know what, man, I can't let him get away with that because, you know, of course, you know, me and him got the opposite team in the same state. He an Eagle fan and I'm a Steelers fan. So, you know, it made it even better for me to, you know, reach out to him. But I was like, he is a supporter of Donald Trump, and Donald Trump don't care about him. And basically that's where it started at.
Got you. So James, you know your video did some numbers, and a lot of people thought you were trolling, but we did a second video and you doubled down on your support for Trump. So do you feel like you hurt people's feelings? Black people in general?
Nope.
Well, clearly what you said hit a nerve with some people.
Well, I mean, like I said, if you took offended about it, I mean, go do some research, but that's just about it.
Reggie Fresh, what do you have to say about that?
Do some research. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this, bro. What kind of research do I need to do before I go any further? That's all I want you to ask me. I want you to tell me what kind of research.
All right.
A $1,200 stimulus check?
Man, be dead eyes on that one. I'm gonna tell you this.
What's up?
I didn't really care for the $1,200 stimulus check. I'm an essential worker, so I didn't care for it.
Okay, so what's the research what is it that made you want to become a Trump supporter? That's all I want to know.
Me becoming a Trump supporter was just pure like low. It was like the economy was already doing good and everything else, and before the pandemic hit, that was just about it.
Okay, what made you think how did the pandemic get here and how did it get out of control?
Well, not a science major, but it's a virus and everything else. And I sat there and looked at every science videos and all this kind of stuff and did a little thing. How it got out of control and everything else is either we could have done three things. And I think they chose option two, was have a semi shutdown that had like a certain places was open doing this Uber Eats and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it kept on going. It was kind of slowing down and everything else, but then the economy started to pick back up and everything else after around May and June, try to get back, but we still didn't have anything else. But I was just going for the tax cut.
Hey, look, man. Man, forget all that, man. The main thing that got everybody hot, James, is the comment about the plantation.
Oh, that plantation. Oh.
Yes.
I made a
So
historical thing about like Democrats, like during the Civil War, were plantation owners. That was about it.
Yes.
Okay.
So
now,
I don't understand, what do they have to do with today? Like I think that comparison that you made about black people who are still voting Democrat are slaves and the Republican blacks are not slaves. You pretty much just said, hey, if you're a Democrat, you're a sellout.
No, you just call me. I mean, I just respond to the like. I mean, it's kind of like somebody called me Uncle Ruckus nephew and everything else, and I just respond back to it like, okay, well, yeah, just have fun on your Democrat plantation. I mean, that's about it.
Okay.
But isn't there a Republican plantation?
Hey.
Okay, go ahead, Reggie. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is the economy was going down and all of that, and that's another reason why you supported Trump, because he's going to get it together and he's going to make America great. But my problem with it, James, is he knew about this pandemic and he let it get out of hand, and this is why we in the shape we in now. Or, of course, we can go get some Clorox or something like that, and maybe it'll go away. I mean, I don't know. You think bleach will make it work? I mean, that's what your president said. He said, "Tell him take some bleach."
So I just noticed something, James. I'm not trying to get on you, brother, but I see you like laughing about the situation. Like, we all have to understand that COVID-19 is real. We all know people who've been affected by it. And I think what Reggie is trying to say is the president giving those kind of directions is disheartening. And I guess for me, when I see you laugh about it, I kind of feel a certain kind of way. But of course, this is not my debate. It's between y'all two. And I just wanted to say that because we have people that are out here dying over COVID.
Yeah, it's a serious, disease, man, out there, and people are dying about it. I'm just saying, I don't think he didn't take desperate measures to take care of this pandemic. He got rid of all Obama's people, and we're in this predicament because of Trump. And you can say what you want to say. If that's somebody you want to support, so be it.
James?
Yes, he did say some dumb. I mean, I gotta admit, he did say some dumb shit. Oh, damn.
You're good, man. You're good.
I wasn't trying to curse.
You're fine.
But I did admit he had to say some dumb stuff like go get bleach on it and everything, and they'll inject bleach on it and go away and everything else. But I was like, certain parts and everything else was just like that little pandemic and the virus. Yeah, I'm gonna go explain to you. He did shut down China, close down some of the airlines.
We don't live in China.
I said airlines towards China.
Okay.
Airlines going from China and told them you got to take a 14-day quarantine in like early February.
Right.
And then they try to shut down some of the things in Europe and everything else. And now both sides doing that because both sides did it, close us out from Europe because it was airlines. That's why the airline industry is suffering now. Still is.
So
All right.
Reggie Fresh, Reggie Fresh,
Yeah.
because I don't want to get into the weeds of COVID-19. That's a
Yeah.
whole different podcast.
Yeah, so, yeah, right.
You did mention that Black Trump supporters, specifically males, they are Uncle Toms, sellouts, Sambos for supporting Trump. Do you still
sir.
believe that? Do you
Yes,
believe
sir.
that James is a Uncle Tom, that he's a bojangling, buck dancing, step and fetch it Trump
All
supporter?
that. Yeah, all that. You know, listen, and he's an Eagle fan. So here's what I want to say to James. James, you're a black man, a black African American. Mr. Anderson right here, he's a black man and a black American, and I'm a black American. Now, I don't understand what was you thinking about to support an orange neck president who do not like us. Okay, I know he don't like me, and I know he don't like Mr. Anderson. So you saying he like you. So if he don't like you, you supported him. But if he do like you, you supported him. So which one is he? Why? You give me a reason and tell me why he don't like blacks and he ain't prejudiced. If you explain to Reggie me why he's not prejudiced and why did and another reason why you voted for him. You're taking too long, James. If you knew that, you would already answer the question.
I was going to answer that. I was just waiting you finish.
Hey, all right, answer it.
All right. I know you don't like orange guys and everything else. He's scary. Orange
But you
man,
like
hey, he was trolling Democrats hard and everything else. That was just really
so he sold your heart.
It stole my heart, trolled my heart. What?
No, I'm saying, so you said he was doing what to Democrats?
He was trolling. That was just funny. I find it hilarious, but that was a side part. I didn't really care for that. But if we're going to go for the Charlottesville and everything else, and the media is trying to cut everything out on it. He did not. He said he devoured the KKK. He don't even care for David Duke or any area Knox supremacy.
I would say anything to stay in office. You know that, James. James, let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this. When a man on national TV tells the police officers to stand down but stand by, what does that mean?
He said, the Proud Boys?
I'm saying Trump represent a person. When you say that, if you go along with that and you don't do nothing about it, and you're a president saying that, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it, what does that mean to you? As a police officer, if I'm the president and I'm telling you that as a president, what does that mean?
I'm not a cop, but he probably saying to stand down. I don't.
Okay, look.
So stand down means don't do nothing. But if this Negroes get out of hand, shoot them. That's what that means. You know what that means. It don't take a rocket science. Oh, okay, Mr. Anderson, what you think it means?
Hey, it's blatant. My thing is this, right? And I think what Mr. Fresh is trying to articulate is that you, James, as a black man, how can you stand on the same side or be on the same team as a far white racist fringe of American society that has overwhelmingly supported Trump?
All right.
Are you watching the news, James? You see all the black people?
Hey, fresh. We got to let him talk.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah.
Yes, I saw the news.
Hey, no. We're not going to do that, James. We are not going to do that. Not on this podcast.
But you asked me as a far right.
You're standing on it. So what Fresh is trying to say, what we're saying is
that's a lot of folks on the you're saying like racist far right.
No. Like, so okay. I'll simplify it for you, right? the team that Reggie Fresh says that you're on, they are Confederate sympathizers.
Really?
Yes or no? Yes or no? Do Confederate sympathizers, are they on the same? Are they on your team or are they on Reggie Fresh's team? Confederate sympathizers.
Might be on both.
Okay. Like I said, man, we're not gonna play this game, James.
I'm not trying to play it. I'm not
We're not gonna play that game.
I don't feel like sitting there playing on who got the best master. I don't feel like doing that.
Who has been staunchly in support of keeping Confederate flags and Confederate monuments up? Which side? The Democrats or the Republicans? I'm not saying you have to agree with them, but which side is it? It's a rhetorical question for me.
Obviously, you want to say that. I mean, the rhetorical question is: you're probably going to say, I'm going to say, probably the right, but
okay, no. Well, so
your answer.
What's your answer?
I just said the right.
The who? What's right? Right, left, right? Is that drama? That's that drama song, isn't it?
Left, right. But I said Republican. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now we got that out there.
All right. So now,
James, what do you have to say to Reggie Fresh and black men like him that believe that you guys, I wouldn't say you guys, but black men who are on the right, who support Trump, what do you say to people like Reggie who feel that you guys are Uncle Toms and sellouts and y'all out here cooning and buffooning?
I ain't cooning and buffooning for no one.
No. But what do you say to somebody like Reggie Fresh that believes that?
If he believes it, that's on him. I can't make him change his mind what he believes in.
But how do you deconstruct his argument?
That's part of the debate.
What do you say?
That's the debate. That's what we're saying. So
how do you deconstruct his argument when he believes that black people or black men specifically who are Trump supporters are cooning and buffooning? What do you say to that? Because I know you hear it all the time.
I heard it all the time, but it's just like, if you're gonna believe look, if black man gonna go in there, he got a free mind and everything else to go whatever side of the fence he wants to go sway on and everything else. It's on him, okay? If he wants to go and decided like he woke up in the morning and went and supported Trump, he probably sat there, did not care for anything else. Oh wow, this party ain't for the Democrat Party ain't for me. The platform don't fit my image and everything else. I went like this. I went and rep Trump don't rep it. That's Trump. I'm James Davis. I don't really care for Trump. His policy was a little bit much.
You voted for him.
I'm about to finish it, but his policy was a little bit more. I was gonna finish a little bit, leaning towards what I believe in and everything else. I said, okay, ain't that bad. He sucked, but he ain't that bad. But I might be speaking out of probably like the 3-4% of the black folks who did voted for Trump and everything else. Males who voted for Trump.
But you as a black man, he did get about 18% of the black male vote.
Yeah.
So I mean, 18% is it's a pretty. It's not a large number, but it's significant and it's telling.
What's going on?
It's knocking on a door and everything else. But we can go in really deep. Details and everything else. I can explain it, but some of them don't feel like the Democrat Party don't represent the black male anymore.
Listen to this, man. Here's the bottom line, Brother James. You saying you voted because you like the economic is going to be better. You talking about that good stuff and he did this and he did that. My point is Black Lives Matter. What part of that you don't understand as a black man? You a black man. That's what I can't understand. If you get pulled over in one of these back roads back here by a white cop, you probably might get shot. And then when you come back on here talking about the situation, then you might come on this side. I'm just trying to tell you that's what we're trying to get. You're not giving me enough debate, bro. This is like playing the Eagles and the Steelers. I ain't getting the score 20 to nothing. What you gonna do? My time valuable. What you gonna do? You ain't answered no questions to convince me to why you a Trump fan.
I told you like this. I don't care how you feel about it. Each person is different. But I'm gonna go answer this one. I got a better shot getting killed by another black person than a cop.
Bruh, the reason why they kill us, because black people do that. But does it condemn you to stay on the white side? We're supposed to be brothers and come together, put your gun down, and let's shake hands. I want to shake hands with you, but I would be lying to myself to shake your hand because you're a Trump supporter. You can't like me. You can't. How you gonna like me, James, if you support a white man who don't like me?
He don't like nobody.
I ain't say that, James. I don't care about nobody. I said a black man. In today's society, the worst person that got the heat on him in the world and pressure is a black man. A black man cannot even go out of his door without watching his back. And 80% of it is white cops. And your Trump supporter, your president, used to be president, don't like blacks and he supports white cops.
So Reggie, I think what James is trying to say is he has a better shot. Well, dang, I shouldn't even say that word.
What a good question.
He basically is feeling that a black man is going to take his life quicker than a white cop would.
Okay, all right. But guess what? The only difference in that, James, that black man is going to do some time. That cop is still going to have his job to do another black man like that. What part of that you don't understand?
I feel you and everything else, but I'm just saying is this.
You can't feel me. You can't. You cannot. Ain't no way in the world, James.
I do.
Okay, James. All right.
I do.
James. Oh, Lord. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so back to my original question.
All right.
So Reggie, you doubled down on saying that anybody who votes for Trump is Uncle Tom, sellout. If they're a woman, they're Aunt Thomasina.
Yeah, they in it for they say that like if they got something, if Trump does something good for them, they'll vote for him just because of that reason. My thing is, I don't give a damn what he do good for somebody if he don't like blacks. Anyway, it's like, I'm gonna do this for you, but I don't like you, Negro. No, I don't operate like that.
And what do you say to that? Go ahead. Huh? What do you say to that, James?
Well, if he get, for crying out loud, the first apprentice was a black person and everything else.
I might be lying, but I ain't crying.
But I'm not really. So he's a guy that wants results.
So he said the first apprentice was black.
Female.
So that excuses him from being. So James saying that excuses him from being racist.
James.
No, I'm just saying he's
okay. Let's just say that Trump is not a racist, but I believe that the racists believe that he is a racist.
I mean, it speaks for itself. You watch it every day. He's always tweeting something or something going on. We don't say that. The CNN says it. We see it. I serve the country. Oh, your wife is in the military. What president goes and talk about dead soldiers? Unacceptable to be a president.
Gold Star families, POWs. Yes, the list goes
what
on
he
and
said,
on.
Quote that.
James,
what do you have to say about that, James?
Yeah.
We say if you wasn't in the military, there's people that went to army for you, and your president you supported said that.
I didn't catch that one.
You didn't catch it.
I didn't catch it.
Tell him again. I don't want to tell him again. Can you tell him again, Mr. Anderson?
Yeah. So basically,
I heard him, but I said I didn't catch him. Donald Trump saying it, but
well, see, you better watch who you vote for. Then that's what I can tell you.
Hey, I do watch who I vote for, but how about this question?
So
you know
go ahead,
what
James. Go ahead.
question?
Go
I
ahead.
got a question for y'all.
No,
No,
wait. I'm not in the debate.
You ain't need it. You
Oh.
got a question for me.
okay. You still live in Alabama, right?
I sure do.
Explain to me why y'all had like no Democrats on that ticket.
Listen, let me tell you something. You explained to me that. I don't care about all of that. I'm just saying a president, the lead guy, that's what I'm saying. You representing a dude that don't like black. I don't care about all that because all that voting is good, but with my mindset, it can't hurt me anyway. I'm trying to help other people eat. But what I'm trying to tell you is I'm not supporting a president of the United States who don't like my color. And that's my issue, period.
I'm not gonna change your mind. If everybody says he's racist,
So that's the thing. It can't go no further with me. How can we break bread together if you don't like me? I'm not gonna break no bread with you if you don't like me, because I can't trust you.
So James,
I feel you. I got the Stone Cold thing and everything else, DTA and everything else. I feel you. But
he
can't break no bread because money is money.
James, you talking about money versus lies, man. All this boils down to getting black men getting killed, brother. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Okay. I'm gonna put it this way. I'm just look. Every time I see the little thing, I find something like flaky and everything else on there, checkered and everything else.
What's flaky and everything? You saying everything, but you're not being specific. That's like, let me tell you something. Every time you ask a Democratic person that's in the office, they tip around the question. They don't get to the point. When you ask the person the question, get to the answer. So obviously you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
As a prime
James, go ahead and
example.
respond. Reggie, let him respond.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, James.
All right. Now we're gonna go to your hometown and you're from Louisville, right?
Yep. And they prejudice too. Just because I'm from that town don't mean I support them if they don't like blacks.
Make your point, James.
All right. I didn't want to get into this with like Breonna Taylor and everything else because I was kind of on.
Wait, let him finish. Let him finish.
I don't want to get into it and everything else. I heard something you got like check your past and everything else. Confusing the hell out of me doing those little stories and all that kind of stuff. But I was kind of pissed off on a lot of issues. And I did agree with you. I mean, personally, I don't think the Attorney General should be the Attorney General of Kentucky because he's never been a prosecutor in his life. So, and it was all about the little things. I'm trying to say, I just want to see what the results of the grant, like no hidden the votes and everything else, who was on there, what was on there. I was kind of perturbed about it. Then the family took the money. I kind of like, what the F was going on? But I just let it go. I was kind of perturbed about it.
So, okay.
Even
James,
though I think the Attorney General should get a haircut by you, because instead of that super cut with that white girl cutting his hair, I was kind of like, I can't trust this dude.
hey, look. So
James, you talking about yourself.
You going like that, but look, I support black businesses. Get haircuts by black owned.
Okay.
So Reggie, I believe what James is saying is that he can be a staunch Trump supporter.
I don't see how, but okay.
He can be a staunch Trump supporter, but he can also patronize black businesses. He can still give back to the community, spend his dollars with the black man, so to speak. That's what he's getting at.
Okay.
So what do you say to that, Reggie Fresh? That
I
somebody who's a staunch Trump supporter, but is allowing the dollar to flip multiple times in the black community?
I say that if I'm an old gun-ho Donald Trump supporter and Donald Trump shuts down your organization, which shuts down my organization because we on the same radio show, how can I support him? What you gonna think about me? Hey, brother Ensign, I'm sorry you lost your business, but Donald Trump, me and him, we ace coon booms, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry about your show, but we still cool.
So James, I think he's referring to how some people believe that, well, Trump's working for me, so I'm going to support him, and not realizing that some people believe that, hey, that individualism that you're touting is actually detrimental to the masses of black people that live in this country who can and who need affordable care, affordable health care.
Right.
So yeah, you might have a nice healthcare plan, but what about somebody else? The masses, because I know a lot of times people attack the Affordable Care Act, but the people, the race that benefited the most were black people, overwhelmingly. And I think that's where it kind of gets kind of testy.
Oh God, affordable health care. Look, I supported it, but I thought maybe it was just maybe the Alabama thing, but it did jack my health care up. The price went up. So it was kind of like I was pissed off at it. But I'm not saying that about it.
Who do you think benefited the most? Do you think black people benefited from the Affordable Care Act as a whole?
Yeah. Both black and white people.
No. We're not gonna play that game.
I mean, most supposed to in the
okay, so and I'm gonna go ahead and interject. Which ethnic group do you believe, James, was the most uninsured before the Affordable Care Act became law?
Black people.
Okay. That was my point.
Yeah, but
we might not agree with it, me, you, and Fresh, because we have decent health care, but we don't represent the whole. We could be the talented 10th.
Yeah, but I was just saying, like, it benefit both black and white folks and everything else in the affordable health care. That's what I was kind of like, it should stay in play.
Yeah. Okay, so you do support that. I mean, of course, it wasn't perfect.
It just need to be tweaked.
Okay. And which political party was against the tweaking? Rhetorical question.
It's a rhetorical question, but to me, it seemed like it was on when you watched the debate in 2016. They both were saying they need to be retweaked, but that was about it. But now it's like in 2020, it was like the Democrat was saying like retweak it, but I was like, y'all can make up your mind.
Reggie?
Hey, man, listen.
But if Reggie, look, I still love you as a brother and everything else and all that kind of stuff.
That's cool. I don't see how, but that's cool. Listen, let's move on. Okay, let's move on to the judges. Let's go to the white judges. I want to ask him, how many judges, black, did he appoint in the Supreme Court ever since he was the president? Tell me, give me the black brothers that he put as judges for lifetime in the office.
Not the Supreme Court, not the Supreme Court, but he only put one.
Say that again. Now, how many the total can go in there? 325 or something? Tell me.
I forgot, like 300 because he.
Oh, okay.
He had the opportunity. He had the opportunity to put in 200.
He did. I agree on that one.
But he only put in one black one. I guess that's what Reggie Fresh is getting at.
Is what I'm saying. So could you tell me why?
Why?
Why would a man as a president that loves you and you love him and he likes black people and he's not racist to put one black judge in the office since he was in the office out of 300? Explain that to me, James.
I'm gonna explain it to you. One, I didn't know. I'm gonna explain it to you. I'm gonna end it like
I know you didn't do it because but your person you support did.
Hold up. I was gonna say.
Hold up, what? Okay,
During
go
that
ahead, go
time
ahead.
and everything else, when I find
Hey,
out about it,
hey,
Okay,
Reggie,
I'm gonna
let
shut
let
up.
him
My
let him talk,
fault.
Reggie.
Okay, go ahead.
I found out that like Obama thought like Hillary's gonna win in 2016, and he left a whole bunch of judges empty. I did not know that. I did not know anything about the low circuit court until like right after that. I was like, I had to look that up. When he said it, I had to go look and fact check him before I go and bitch about it. And he was like, oh shit, he left all those empty and everything else. He packed everything in the
Another
court.
reason.
Yeah, he packed it
Another
up after.
reason why you shouldn't be supporting him. Do you know what this means, James, when you put white judges in charge of the law? Do you know what that means? I'm talking about you. This say, for instance, you got caught up in something, wasn't your fault, an innocent bystander, and when you go in front of a judge that is white, what's your chances of getting out of jail, James? It ain't gonna be by no black judge to help you. I couldn't help you. Brother Anderson couldn't help. What would you do? Don't play the game. You know the deal. Explain it to me. James, a big black brother, a big muscular brother, cool from Philadelphia, is in front of a judge. What's the outcome, James?
I think you, I think you hyped his head up when you said muscular.
Whoa. No, you pissed me off. He said the coon and everything else. But
I didn't say coon.
Yeah, you did.
Did I say coon? Hey,
yeah, you did.
Anderson, did coon come out of my mouth?
Nah, I don't believe so.
Nah,
but
I ain't say
think
no coon.
I think I might have mentioned that term. Yeah. So,
I didn't say coon. I said a brother from Philadelphia. I didn't say no coon.
Okay.
See, man, do you listen to the video that you listened to me? You was talking about other stuff that I didn't even say. I was wondering what video did he watch?
Hey, Reggie, we're going to get to that. James, go ahead and finish your thoughts, sir.
All right, go ahead, James.
He said you were muscular. He said you were muscular.
I'm not getting on that one. I just got like that when I was going to say, one, I probably won't be getting in, trying not to get into major trouble and everything else. Hope it was something like a traffic cop or something and everything else. A traffic usually is going to be a white judge. So I'm not worrying about that part. But if that was something like I'm sitting there, some guy holding a whole lot of weight and everything else, I'm skeptical of this BS and a whole lot of weight. He's probably going to send me where most of us is probably hanging out in prison.
Exactly. You saying everything that's true, but you still a Trump supporter. That's my point. But you didn't understand what I said, though, James. I didn't say you was gonna get in trouble. I said that you hypothetically got mixed up with somebody and you was innocent and you happened to be involved because you was there. I didn't say you was gonna get in no trouble. I said if you get caught, you could be walking down the street and somebody broke in and stole a bank and broke in a bank or something, and they come to you. And if you get in, if they can't find a person, you just seen the guy that just got out of jail that they put a whole lot of time. What's his name? Ellis, brother Ellis, Sean Ellis, that got out of jail. All them years he spent when he was young, and he didn't even do it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to tell you. If you mess around and get in front of a white judge, your chances are slim. That's all I'm saying. The answer is, why would he appoint all them other judges and one black? That's the question. You still ain't gave me a good definition or answer, bro.
Look. My man Obama should have packed the thing up and we left him all vacant. He gave him an opportunity. Thought Hillary was doing that. That was kind of Obama's fault on that one. And I was like, well, damn. That was just my pissed off about that one. You had the chance to do that one.
Okay.
But
let me go ahead and step in. Let me go ahead and step in, and we're gonna kill the whole judge thing.
All right, cool.
So the mere fact that he had 200 opportunities to put people of color in those positions kind of shows and is an example of why people are for affirmative action. Because you can't sit here and say there was no qualified people. You haven't said that, James, but I believe you're starting to allude to it.
I was going to allude to it. That sure is supposed to be a lot of qualified blacks in there, but even though I got to admit and say this, but you got to put at least one token black person in there. But
One.
And I was pissed off of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So, James,
You talk. I mean, I'm a freaking modern conservative, not really that darn guy.
okay. We got that. So James is a moderate conservative, and Reggie
Yeah.
Fresh is a liberal. Okay.
Right.
So moving forward, which party 2020 is or serves the best interest for black men? Who do you think, Reggie Fresh?
Oh, Biden.
Okay, well, the Democratic Party.
Democrat.
Okay, James.
Neither.
Neither.
I don't really care for neither of them.
You said not, but before you did say that there are still blacks stuck on the Democratic plantation.
I did, but remember I said it's out of response. If somebody called me, it's out of response.
So would you agree? Because you said neither, that the Republican is a plantation as well for black people. See, we're not gonna play this game, James.
All right, I'm not playing the game with you, bro. I'm just saying, like, in my personal opinion and everything else, is gonna be like the Republicans is kind of like
what policies. And I hate to cut you off because I think that you're dancing around the question.
I'm not.
What policies have helped? What policies that the Republicans push that we can see them as not being a plantation for black people, actually trying to help us move up in society? What have they done?
Oh God, I'm gonna hate to say this.
Is it so many things or is it nothing?
That's a few things. But even though it's only a few things.
Give me one.
Besides that, and even though it haven't been proven yet, oh God, the one that Tim Scott pushed, but he does one good thing. I ain't gonna see it, but he did try to push, and then then the same thing went up, and he tried to push a police reform bill, and that was about it. I only can think of a few.
Okay, but you can only think of a few.
And there was one time when George Bush was around when he did the refund checks, but that was about it.
Reggie Fresh,
Yes, sir.
why is the Democratic Party better for black men than the Republican Party, in your humble opinion?
Because it's gonna give black men and black people more opportunities than there is now and back in the past. And I'm not saying it's got a lot of work. We got a lot of work to do, but it's gonna be better. Because if we keep that clown in office, if he had stayed in office, it'd have been in Shamrock. It'd have been a mess.
Yeah.
That's all.
So, any final words, James?
No.
Well, I'm sorry. Let me backtrack. What is your final thoughts? Why should black men get off that Democratic plantation and come to the Republican plantation, or just get off the plantation in general?
I'm just saying this. You can do whatever you want. Be more individual and everything else. Look at both sides of it and see which is best for you, what benefits you. Don't mean that you got to go join a political party and everything else. Is this if one don't fit you, you don't have to join it.
Reggie Fresh.
Hey, I got my last question to ask.
Wait, Reggie.
Yeah.
Why should the you've already answered. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, right. Yeah. I'm just gonna take you said the last. If I got any more questions, this is what I'm asking.
Okay, you ask him a question.
Are you still a Trump fan? Are you still a Trump supporter? And do you believe that this the voting is over? Do you still want him to keep counting? Or are you illusional? Are you disillusional like him? Answer that question. Can you at least answer that one?
Well, I'm gonna put it this way: if you saw one of the after video, I conceded the fact in Thursday. Let's go ahead and move on and see what's next. I mean,
You ain't got a choice.
Hey, hey, I can lose on my shield and everything else, fall on my shield and call it a day, and that's the end of the world to me.
Cool,
I
cool,
just
cool.
concede the fact. I'm enjoyed the moment and everything else. Biden is president. That's Biden is president. Questionable, but I don't know how long I'm gonna be there, so I might as well just get ready for President Harris.
Well,
Which Kamala is somebody that made you, how do I say this? Made you switch from a Biden supporter to a Trump supporter.
Not that. I didn't like her, but hey, I can deal with it.
But I believe that was a final straw.
It was a
Because
final straw.
It
But
was?
hey,
Okay.
you gotta move on and just call it a day.
Gotcha.
I mean,
hey, did you locate that fly that was in the vice president's head?
I mean,
You know what flies like to fly on, don't you? Explains it all. But that's all I got, Brother Anderson.
Cool. Anything else, James?
nope.
Well, that pretty much wraps it up. We want to thank you all for tuning in to the channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And we out. Yeah.
Go Eagles.
Go Steelers.